Well, riding a bike has never been easier or as appealing.
Woo! Join us as we take you on a journey throughout New Zealand.
Hold on tight, because it's going to be a great ride. .425 kilometres long, the Waikato River rises in the ice fields of the Tongariro National Park. Flows through Lake Taupo and the Waikato Plains and eventually empties into the Tasman Sea at Port Waikato. I'm at the start of the Waikato River Trail, 20 minutes south of Cambridge at Pairiri. Now you can do this as a day trip, or you can pedal the whole 105 kilometres to Atamuri over a 4-day period, which is what I'm about to do. And joining me will be Glyn Waller. He's the General Manager of the Waikato River Trail. For this trail, I'm taking one of the e-bikes that you can hire from the Waikato River Trails office in Potaruru. It's going to help me get up the hills without breaking a sweat. Although many Kiwis have seen bursts of the river as they make their way south on State Highway 1, the best way to experience the wonders is up close, by bike, on the stunning Waikato River Trail. You just can't get this experience inside a vehicle. And coming up is a great example of that. Deep in the heart of the Waikato, hidden from the highway, is a remarkable series of hydroelectric dams. The mighty Waikato River, mighty by name and mighty by nature. I'm on the Arapuni Swingbridge and this is the Arapuni Power Station. It was completed in 1929 and had a major refit in the 1990s. It produces 196 megawatts and is one of the 9 power stations generating renewable energy in the Waikato Power Scheme. And together they generate 10% of New Zealand's power. The gorge provides a stunning view of the dam, river and magnificent forest. It's one of the longest suspension footbridges in the country and spans over 150 metres. So whether you're into bridges or not, it sure beats looking out the window on State Highway 1. And it's fair to say that the secret's out about this trail. Since it opened in 2011, Glyn has seen the huge increase in visitors to the area. And that's good news for local business owners who are more than happy to offer some much needed energy along the way.
Hey, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The famous carrot cake.
Yeah, awesome.
So Glyn, how did the trail get started?
The concept of the trail came out of a job summit back in 2002, where the local community was looking for employment opportunities as employment opportunities in forestry were diminishing. Since 2011, 200,000 people have used the trail, and it's created lots of jobs and lots of opportunities for local businesses along the trail. Really connects the community and visitors with the mighty Waikato in a really intimate and special kind of way.
So the trail's set up so that you can do either the whole 100 Ks or you can just do small parts of it. You don't have to ride the whole 100 kilometres in one day, which is a really nice part of it.
Yeah, there's plenty of places you can get on and off the trail really easily, or you can commit to that adventure of doing the whole 105 Ks.
So yeah, really sort of suits all grades and range of cyclists.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had 4-year-olds on the trail with mum and dad, and with the e-bike revolution, we've got people well into their 70s and 80s enjoying cycling as well.
And this is what I've been looking for actually. Brian's carrot cake. Time to reload.
Me too.
Recharge. And a good charge is just what we need, because there's plenty of cycling to come. We're taking you on a journey through the New Zealand Cycle Trail. And this week, we're taking on the Waikato River. My e-bike is making easy work of the hills, so I've got more time to take in the sights. And it's not long before we come across another worthy stopover. Well, just a short distance off the river trail is Sanctuary Mountain, Maungatautari, and it really is New Zealand's own version of Jurassic Park. Spanning 3,400 hectares, Maungatautari is by far the largest project of its kind in the world. It offers a safe haven for many of New Zealand's most endangered species. Well, Tali, we're on this incredible lookout. We're miles up in the canopy of these amazing trees. Some of them are massive, but we call this an island, this sanctuary. Why is that?
So Maunga Tautari is a forested volcano, and we're here in an indigenous old-growth forest, surrounded by a sea of farmland. So the pest-proof fence is protecting 3,400 hectare of ancient forest. So it's like an island, a mainland island sanctuary surrounded by a sea of farmland.
The functioning ecosystem on Maunga Tautari is as close to the pre-human New Zealand environment as it's possible to find. Tali, we've just made our way down the track, and behind us is a little bird feeding. What have we got?
We've got a bellbird, known to Māori as korimako. It's one of the most beautiful songbirds in the forest.
The large size and quality of the habitat means it's a viable hope for self-sustaining populations of many of our most endangered species. From birds to bats, frogs to reptiles, tuatara to giant weta, and of course, our national bird.
Sanctuary Mountain Maunga Tautari is home to the western brown kiwi, but they became locally extinct. The first kiwi was actually returned to the mountain in 2005, and we think today we have a population of around 150 to 200 on the mountain. Nationally, kiwi are unfortunately on a decline of about 2% of the population per year, and what the Department of Conservation, Kiwis for Kiwi and all these community groups out there would like to see is a change where that becomes 2% increase overall.
And tuatara, of course.
Tuatara are considered extinct on the mainland, and so they're surviving in places where they're protected or offshore islands. So we're fortunate that 50 tuatara were translocated here from Stevens Island in the Cook Strait. Here behind the pest-proof fence, they're protected from that key predator that is a rat for them. And so we hope that by protecting them, they'll be able to breed well, and we'll have a natural population here within the sanctuary.
Maunga Tautari is a must-do on this trail. And after you visit, it's just a short ride down the hill to what's going to be a well-deserved night's sleep. The Sticks Guesthouse is a short distance from the Waikato River Trail, and I'm hoping to enjoy the evening birdsong from the comfort of my spa as I rest up and recharge. The menu boasts several dishes from the garden, and I've heard some good things. But don't get too caught up in the rest and relaxation, and forget to charge your battery for the next stage of the journey. Glenn and I are making our way through the Waikato River Trail, and there is no shortage of beautiful scenery, things to look at and people to meet along the way, as we journey through Waipapa Dam and towards Whakamaru. What do you think of the E.bike, Justin? They're fantastic. You know, they're a great leveller, which means that riders of all different abilities can enjoy the same ride together. Before the construction of State Highway 1, the Waikato River was a transport hub for early settlers. It also held special significance for local Māori, and not only for moving people and goods. To find out more, I'm meeting a local expert. Nigel Tahiku grew up here in Whakamaru and knows a thing or two about what life used to be like here in times gone by.
Right now we're standing in the beautiful part of the river at Whakamaru, and just in the background we have Mount Kahu. She's a pretty little mountain named after my ancestress, Kahu Keke. But generally in this area, the local iwi developed their own little settlements, and they utilised the Waikato River as either their transport system to transport their goods between each other. And so what they would do is they would load all the agriculture onto their waka and then take it through to the Auckland markets. And then from the Auckland markets, they would then load it onto their boats and then transport them overseas.
So has the influx of tens of thousands of cycle-loving tourists been a positive thing?
One of my concerns was the likelihood of pollution coming in, people leaving their rubbish behind. What we've noticed though over the years that the Waikato River Trails has been in operation is that, well, actually that's not the case. People generally do respect the fact that we've got a beautiful place like this, that we've got a beautiful taonga called the Waikato River, and they generally respect the area that it's in as well. It's wonderful to see, and it's wonderful to be proved wrong that the people that enjoy the Waikato River actually respect the Waikato River and all the benefits that come with it.
On the Waikato River Trail, Glenn and I have made our way east from Whakamaru along the northern bank of the river towards our journey's end at Aotearoa. These e-bikes are great for those final stages on the journey where you just want to sit back, relax and enjoy the final part of your trip. Oh, brother, well done.
Well done, man.
Hey,
That was fantastic.
Well, the Aotearoa Dam is the end of the Waikato River Trail ride, and what a stunning 105 kilometres it's been. See you guys on the next one.